think success as an artist is driven by the fact that your art makes a connection. It makes a connection through you, which by the response of people's viewing of the work, you know it is touching when making that connection. To me, creates successful work.
I'm Ron Jermyn, a Nevada County, California artist.
The main form of materials that I utilize are metals. Initially, as when I was really young, starting, everything would be created out of metal. I mean, from start to finish, and welded out of metal. And welding it's hyper labor intensive, and I needed other techniques to emerge so I could produce more at a quicker pace. So I am really good at creating armatures, frameworks, that sort of thing. So I started to move away from a solid piece of metal to a piece where I create a framework out of metal, and then I would put plaster. I would plaster over the top. I would use wax. I would use catalyzed plastics. I would use just a variety of materials to see what worked best, what worked fastest, and that sort of thing. So it's sort of an evolving process. My influences, I have to back up a little bit because I have this ability with the sculpture. I mean, I have this sort of ability to create through my hands and through my creative process in a sculpting sort of discipline. And it's interesting because it's all driven by inspiration, essentially. The influence I think that Nevada County has on my art is that, first of all, it's like a haven for artists. It's this crazy soup of people here at all disciplines. You know, we have writers, musicians, actors, we have visual artists, sculptors, painters. The caliber level runs from beginners to highly advanced souls. I find it completely exhilarating, inspiring to be around the depth we have here, to interact and have all these artist friends. And it's just, because the artist life can be really lonely and really solitary in a lot of ways. So this has been this amazing place to work and to live and to create. The key is that, the recognition of the amount of talent that's here and the amount of potential that lay here, it's almost staggering to me. It's one of the extremely exciting and interesting things about Nevada County is that it really has something magical in place. The energy here is special, I think, and I believe that it is part of the attraction, part of the magnetism that draws the artists here, and from all over the world. And the place is actually very well known all over the world because there is something here. There's a natural beauty to the landscape, but there's a lot of places that are naturally beautiful. This place has something else turning in it. Something else is moving here and stirs here. And you know that because it's really stimulating to be here, really stimulating artistically, creatively.